Hey there, YouTubers. This is Kitten Hoarder, and you're watching Session Report, that show that brings you to the gamer's table to share in the surprises that come out during play. We are on our second game of Pandemic Legacy Season 1. That means we are in late January. In early January, we did pretty well. We eradicated the red disease, that is hemorrhagic fever. But, terrible surprise, the blue disease turned out to be an unusual mutant strain that is resistant to antibiotics and uncurable. So our objective changed from simply curing all 4 diseases, it's the normal pandemic objective, to curing the 3 normal diseases. Now that technically should make the game easier, but because the blue disease was antibiotic resistant, that means it was much more difficult to treat. And at that point in the game, it had pretty much overrun the board. So it was inevitable that we were going to lose due to the blue cubes being placed out on the board. Came very close to winning, a few more turns and we would have won. But as it was impossible. So hopefully we'll have better luck in late January. If we don't win this game, we have to proceed on to February. If we do win, though, we get a bonus. It's unclear at this point what it is, but I get to scratch it off like a little lottery card if I win the game in January. So, let's fill you in if you missed the first episode. This is the mission briefing. Worst fears confirmed. The disease with the most cubes on the board is CODA-403A. The cure to CODA can no longer be found using known techniques. Players can continue to treat it, but it is drug resistant. Alright. And I've done all of the setup involved for the next game. So you can see everybody's got their starting cards. I'm still using the same 4 characters. And funnily enough, I did the random method of deciding who goes first, and it was, again, Sid Highwind. So it's going to be pretty much the same setup as last time. But as you notice, the black disease is causing a lot of trouble here in Asia and a little bit in Europe. In the game before, it was the red disease, and then the blue disease became a problem. Here, almost all of these cards that got flipped over in the infection deck are black, which is both a blessing and a curse. Luckily, it's not blue, so the blue disease, which is difficult to treat, is going to be a little bit more forgiving this game. But I'm going to need to get to those black disease cubes quickly and treat them constantly so it doesn't spread. If I do manage to completely eradicate the black disease this game, I will actually have a pretty easy game because of so many black cards that are going to be on the top of the deck. But that's enough strategy talk. Let's begin with Sid's turn. Okay, so if you remember Sid Highwind being the dispatcher, he can move himself or other players. Oh, and as one of my benefits at the end of the game last game, I got a starting research station in Jakarta, and it being closer to the black cubes, I decided to go ahead and start this game in Jakarta. So, Sid gets 4 actions, and he actually has a card to fly to Chennai, but that's actually right next to where he is. So he's just going to go 1, 2, and he's going to move some other people along with him. He's going to, let's see, we'll get the medic over here, 3, and the next player to go is Ellen Ripley, so we'll move her over there for 4. So that is his turn. And he's going to draw back up Montreal and Delhi. Well, that's actually lucky. I think I'm at Delhi. Yeah. So somebody can take that Delhi card from him. And then infect Istanbul. My goodness. The black disease is horrible this game so far. Okay, and Beijing. Istanbul and Beijing. So, if you recall, hemorrhagic fever, that's the name that I chose for the red disease, since I eradicated it last game. It has a common structure, so I don't need to be at a research station to discover a cure. So for the rest of the campaign, red disease is going to be a little easier to treat. Alright, that was Sid's turn. We're going to go straight to Ripley, and for her first action, let's have her take this deli card from Sid. Now, another reason I wanted to move her out is because, remember, she has PTSD from being in Sydney when there was an outbreak of the red disease there last game. So if she starts her turn in the Pacific Rim, she is going to have one fewer action. So I wanted to get her out of the Pacific Rim so that she could start her turn in a different region. So she gets 5 actions. Her first one was to take this deli card. Let's see. 1, 2. We'll go ahead and take that. 3. Let's see. We sort of want to get her to Kolkata. Well, that's over here. So how about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way, Derek can give her the Kolkata card on his turn. Although I would really rather he go to Baghdad and treat that disease, but let's just focus on getting these black cards. Alright. 1, 2. Alright. Blue, not actually super useful since I can't use it to cure anything, which means I will be able to use it to move around more easily. And Manila and Madrid. Alright, Madrid, if you remember correctly, if you remember, was the sort of the hot spot of the blue disease last game. So I can see that it is making another appearance. We really want to get that disease under control in Madrid, because if it continues to outbreak, we're looking at a collapsing or fallen status, which makes it much more difficult to get into the city. Right now, since they're rioting, I can't build a research station there, and I can't fly in or out of the city. But if it becomes collapsing or fallen, I actually have to discard extra cards just to walk or take a boat or drive, whatever you do to get from the adjacent city to this one. So that's going to be trouble. Want to definitely keep that under control. Okay, Lucy. Now, she's the researcher, which means she can swap cards with other players in her space. She can give cards to other players for free, basically. Not for free. She can give cards freely, is what I meant to say, to other players in her space. So she can give a Jakarta card without having to be in Jakarta. Now, that's not terribly useful because nobody is collecting red right now. So she's just going to, let's see. Well, actually, she's in Jakarta. We already have a research station there, so she can move, discard this and move anywhere on the board. So she's going to move to Baghdad. We do not want an outbreak there. So she's going to go 1, charter flight to Baghdad, 2, 3, 4, and let's just move toward Madrid, 5. And she's going to enter turn in Istanbul. Okay, draw. Wow, that Istanbul card. That's lucky. And Cairo. Okay, this is going well. I'm actually pretty close to being able to collect 5 of those black cards. Alright, let's see what the infection deck has to say. Osaka and Hong Kong. So the red disease, hemorrhagic fever, is rearing its head now. Osaka, Hong Kong. And It's time for Dr. Styles. So first thing he's going to do, 1, he's going to give this Calcutta card to Ellen Ripley. So now she has, let's count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can carry one more card before having to discard. All right, that was 1, 2. I can't fly into Madrid, unfortunately. I would like to and get rid of that cube. So 1, 2. There is this blue cubes here, so I'm going to work on getting over toward that area of the board. 1, 2, 3, and we'll just cure Hong Kong here. Okay, draw Tokyo and Milan, and Paris, Sao Paulo, Brazil. All right, and Paris. So we're starting to see, unfortunately, some blue cropping up. Okay, Sid's turn again. Luckily, Sid can now give a card to Ellen, so he's going to do that. 1, he's going to bring Ellen over to his city using his special ability, give her this card, so now she now has 7. That was 1, 2, 3, and for number 4, he's going to bring her over to where Lucy is, so she can get that last black card, and she can actually cure the disease on her next turn, which is very lucky for us. All right, now in terms of drawing cards, an epidemic, and then we also have a funded event remote treatment. So I'm going to sort of put this off to the side because I have not drawn this card yet, technically, but I wanted to make sure I didn't forget about it. So, epidemic, we're increasing the infection rate. Taipei receives a full complement of 3 disease cubes, and I'm going to shuffle all of the cities that have already been infected and place it back on top. Okay, this is where things get pretty hairy, and I'm sure you can guess this is why I'm really glad that I've already taken care of the black disease. So I can actually probably eradicate the black disease if I put a little effort into it, and then I won't have to worry about any infection cards from the black disease for the rest of the game. All right. All right. So now I will draw this remote treatment card. I can remove 2 disease cubes from the board if I wanted before I start drawing. Now I might want to do that. I could also use this event, One Quiet Night, to skip this infection step, but I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. I'm going to save these for when I really need them. So let's just draw. Delhi. And I was concerned that that might happen, but you know what? I think it was worth it. Worth the risk, I mean. So, there was an outbreak in Los Angeles. Disease spreads to all adjacent cities, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the outbreak marker moves up, and LA becomes unstable, which means nothing yet, but as panic increases, it will become more difficult to move into that city and effectively treat disease. Okay. So, I was actually considering using remote treatment to get rid of one of each of these. That would have saved me that outbreak, but I figured I'm going to save that until maybe there's multiple cities that are in danger of causing a chain outbreak. So hopefully I made the right choice. We'll see how that plays out for the rest of the game. Okay. So, Ellen, first thing she's going to do, 1 and 2, she's going to take these 2 black cards, which means she's discarding 2 cards out of her hand. It's going to be the 2 blue ones. And that way she can both build a research station and, for her final action, cure the black disease. And that's what she's going to do. She's discarding the Istanbul card to build a research station in Istanbul. And with her 5 other black cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, she's curing the black disease. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. Now, being the generalist, she gets 5 actions. She got 1, 2, taking the cards, 3, building the research station, 4, curing the disease, so she still has 1 additional action. And she will, let's see, she can go straight to Taipei. Actually, she's going to do that. Does she want to do that? Because the medic is very close to Taipei anyway, and he's going to be much more efficient at healing. Yeah, I think she's just going to, for her final action, treat the black disease in Istanbul. Is that a good move or not? It's so difficult to tell. No. She's not going to treat the black disease in Istanbul. She is going to discard that red card and fly to Taipei. Because I believe Derek is going to start moving actually this way to try to eradicate the black disease. But first, we have to draw. 1, 2, Santiago, Chile, and Washington, United States. And 1, Tehran, 2, San Francisco. So we get another outbreak. So first of all, Tehran and San Francisco. So San Francisco is connected to 4 cities, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Tokyo, and Manila. Outbreak track moves up, and San Francisco has become unstable. Okay. Not the worst thing that could possibly happen. And now there's just one more, being Taipei, that could possibly come up and cause an outbreak. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so Lucy Kuo. Now Lucy can't really do much of anything. She can't fly anywhere. She has no cards, so she can really just treat. And from where she's standing, she can't really treat anything that efficiently. So I'm gonna have her we'll just let's see. Well, she can go straight to Jakarta because there's a research station there. And she could go straight to Atlanta. I think that's what I'll have her do. 1, 2, 3, 4, so she's in LA ready to treat that disease. Okay. And she's going to draw 1, Lima, and New York. Okay. And then, do I want to risk drawing Taipei, or am I going to use my remote treatment now? It can't hurt. I'm going to use my remote treatment now. I'm going to get rid of a cube in Taipei. I'm going to get rid of a cube in San Francisco. And then we're going to draw our infection cards. Woo! Oh, darn. I believe the medic was here in Hong Kong. Okay. Mumbai and Moscow. So actually, did not need to do that. Okay, and here's where things get fun. Derek Styles, being the man with the healing touch, can just sort of march around and automatically heal the disease. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In just 4 actions, he's healed the black disease in multiple cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Kinshasa and an epidemic. Okay, so increasing the infection rate. Buenos Aires is in trouble, and we're going to put these cards back on top of the deck. Now, I think this is a good point. Because Los Angeles is still a problem, Buenos Aires is a problem, to play my other event card, One Quiet Night. And that way I can avoid the infection step this turn. So no infection is going to happen this turn. So, going straight to Sid Highwind. I think Sid has the warping ability, so he's going to go straight to Los Angeles. 1, 2, get rid of one of those yellow cubes, and then he's going to move Derek to continue to get rid of this black disease. 3, 4, and get rid of all of the black disease cubes in those 2 cities. I'm going to try to eradicate black this game. Okay. And that is his turn. So 1, 2. So he can start working on the red disease. It looks like that might be the most efficient. And come on, San Francisco, thank goodness, and Mumbai. Okay, sort of a bit out of the way. It's not the best possible outcome because I have not eradicated it yet, but what can you do? It's not as the worst possible outcome. The worst possible outcome would have been Buenos Aires. So, let's see, what are we going to do next? Okay, so next turn is the Generalist, Ripley, and I did not quite plan this out properly because she is in the Pacific Rim. Due to her PTSD, she only gets 4 actions this turn. So, that means she can fly herself to Washington or Santiago. You know what? She's going to do that. Fly herself to Santiago. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Get rid of these cubes in Buenos Aires. Okay. And let's see. Baghdad and Shanghai. And here we have Moscow and Tehran. So, unfortunately, undoing most of the work I've done, although the medic being in Moscow, the disease cannot crop up there. So on his next turn, he might still be able to eradicate it. Okay, Lucy's turn. Now Lucy is in Los Angeles alongside, who is this? The dispatcher. So she doesn't really have anything to give him. She could give him the New York card, but she really wants to give that to Dr. Styles. Let's see. So let's just sort of work on keeping the risk of outbreaks down. She's going to go 1, get rid of 1 cube in Los Angeles, move up to San Francisco, 2, 3, 4, because the blue disease requires 2 actions to treat, and that is going to be her turn. 1, 2. Okay. And we have 1 Los Angeles, oh, I'm glad I did that, and Delhi. Okay, I might not eradicate the black disease. It's seeming like it's going to be too much of a hassle. But you never know. It is Dr. Styles' turn, so he actually, the most efficient thing to do might be to try to eradicate it right now, because I can go 1, 2, 3, get rid of all of those, then 4 end up in Chennai, and then on the dispatcher's turn I can move him to Jakarta, from Jakarta to Istanbul, assuming more black cubes don't show up. So let's see what happens. Well, now we know for sure the black disease is going to continue to grow in threat, and Montreal. The blue disease has become a problem once again. Move this forward, so there have now been, let me just double check this, 1, 2, 3 epidemics. Yeah, so we are on the 3rd space. This is a problem. I have a feeling Montreal is going to experience an outbreak in this turn. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. Did Derek draw 1 card or 2? I'm going to have to review the footage for that. Alright, I'm going to take a look at that, and then I'm going to get back to this. Okay, it looks like Derek did indeed only draw 1 card, that epidemic, so he gets another one, which is Johannesburg. So on my way to being able to cure the yellow disease. Doesn't look like I'm going to eradicate the black disease this game, because 1, Los Angeles, 2, Mumbai, 3, Tehran. Yep, see, it just keeps coming back. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Got other things to worry about. So, Sid's turn. I'm glad that at least there was not another outbreak, particularly one in Montreal. Sid's turn. The first thing he's going to do, get rid of one of the disease cubes in Los Angeles. We don't want that. That's going to be a problem. He's going to go 1, 2, and he is going to take 3, 4. No, he's going to go 1. Okay. He doesn't need those red cards yet. He's going to move Derek Styles up to San Francisco, so Derek can go take care of Montreal. So that's 2. Ellen Ripley is not in the danger zone, so she's fine. But she's not really anywhere useful. The only place that's really in danger of outbreaking right now is Montreal. 1, 2. Well, let's get another disease out of Los Angeles. 3. And we will move up there into San Francisco, join the party. That way Lucy can give us some cards. She can pass out the candy. Alright. 1, 2. Oh, this is good. 2 more red cards from Lucy, and that disease is cured. I don't even need to be in a research station for that. All right. Montreal. Oh, dear. Dear me. Okay, another outbreak. 1, 2, 3. Luckily, Montreal is sort of out of the way, isn't it? Not a whole lot of flights in and out of Montreal. It's, well, nobody wants to go there, basically. It's Quebec. What do you want? All right. That was just the first one. I moved that up. Okay. 2, San Francisco. Oh dear, this blue disease is vicious. And 3, Delhi. Blue disease is terrible. We gotta find some way to cure that soon. Okay, it is now Ripley's turn. Believe it or not, she is going to... See, we really need the yellow disease cured. That's the next sort of step. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ending her turn in Lima so that she... Well, no. No, that's stupid. She doesn't have the Lima card. She has Shanghai, Baghdad, and Washington. We don't need blue cards this game. She could fly up to Washington and take care of Montreal, if that's going to be a problem. Well, if we draw another epidemic card, it sure will be. Yeah, might as well. I mean, the yellow disease doesn't seem like a huge problem at the moment, so we're going to take a direct flight up to Washington. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of that Montreal. And she has 1 extra action on her turn. So before taking the flight up to Washington, just treat the yellow disease in Buenos Aires. Okay. Forecast and Karachi. Okay. Moscow. Buenos Aires. Sao Paulo. All right, not bad. Dot, dot, and dot. This is not bad. All right, Lucy. Lucy Goosey. 1, 2. Now the 5 red cards needed are in Sid's hand. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards though, so he's going to get rid of the Paris card. Don't need to fly into Paris. That was 2 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, she could spend that. I'm going to risk it because I have this forecast card. So she could spend 2 actions to get rid of 1 blue cube. But if she waits 1 turn, Derek, who's in the city, can spend 2 actions to get rid of all 3 blue cubes in San Francisco, thus ensuring it's not really a threat for the rest of the game. Now, the reason I'm choosing to do the more risky option is if I do happen to draw an epidemic card, I can still play forecast to make sure that San Francisco is not one of the cards drawn. So, that was her 2 actions. 3 action, she's giving Derek a yellow card, so he's 1 step closer to curing that disease. And her 4th action is she is going to move. She could fly to New York. She's going to just move one space toward New York. She's going to go here to Chicago. Okay. 1, 2. And Hong Kong, Baghdad, Istanbul. All right, we got Baghdad, Istanbul, and Hong Kong. Okay, Derek Styles. 2 actions. 1, 2, sorry. Get rid of all of the disease cubes in San Francisco that are of one color. That's 1, 2. Let's see. Well, you know what? He is going to need a research station to cure this yellow disease, so he's going to go 3, go to Tokyo here, and 4, set up a research station in Tokyo. Hopefully 2 yellow cards here. Nope. Well, there's 1. That's pretty close. I think possibly Sid will be able to arrange the last one on his turn. So, infect. Manila, the land of the envelopes. Madrid, the land of holy shit, there's a whole lot of rioting people. And Paris, the land of romance. 1, 2, and the Eiffel Tower, of course. Manila. There we go. Again, my complete lack of geography knowledge is showing. Okay, Sid's turn. He is actually in a good position to cure this disease. He can do it from anywhere on the board, so he's going to spend 1 action to do that. 5 red cards, and the red disease, hemorrhagic fever, has been cured. 1 more, and we win the game. Okay, that's 1. Now, somehow he needs to get down to Lagos here so he can give that Lagos card to Derek. That seems like it's not going to happen. Right? Where I am here, to get to Lagos from anywhere on the board would take way too many actions. So what am I going to do instead? That's 1 action so far. I can move any pawn to any space containing another pawn. So I could go 1, let's see. I just really need another yellow card. But I'm not seeing how I'm going to get that yellow card to Derek. There's nothing that's going to outbreak right now. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And at random, get rid of a blue disease cube. And Tehran, Atlanta. Okay. Bogota, Colombia. Colombia! Beijing. And Kolkata. Man, I wish I could have eradicated the black disease, but can always try that on a different game. Okay, so he is done. It's Ripley's turn. She gets 5 actions. She starts in Montreal. So she is going to go. Really, nothing useful can be done. We just need to get this last yellow card to Derek, who's already at a research station. So I'm just hoping that maybe... really, it's going to have to go around the board again. That's really the only option, unless there's some event card that comes up. Because even if Lucy got a yellow card, well, no, actually, if Lucy drew a yellow card at the end of her turn, if she ends her turn in Tokyo, she can give it to Derek, and he can take it from her for an action. So that doesn't help Ripley. She basically just needs to decide to do something. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No real rhyme or reason to it, just taking care of business. All right, Riyadh and an epidemic. Okay, so here's where I'm going to definitely want to play my forecast card. But first, increase the infection rate. Second, Jakarta experiences a pretty heavy infection. Third, shuffle these and put them on top. But luckily, I have a forecast, so I can make a forecast of what's going to come up. Look at the top, I believe 6 cards, rearrange them in any order I want. So I can basically decide whether there's going to be any immediate outbreaks at least. And I'm going to do that. So get rid of the forecast card, look at these 6 cards here, and Madrid, Moscow, Baghdad, Istanbul, Tehran, Kolkata. Nothing is a problem. So that's good in a way, but also not so useful because I'm not really getting anything out of playing the card except the knowledge that there's not going to be an outbreak. And I think I just did that completely wrong. I think I should have put Madrid. Nope, I did put Madrid at the bottom, I hope. Okay, so infection step, Kolkata, Tehran, and Istanbul. Kolkata, Tehran, and Istanbul. Ooh, now Istanbul is a little dangerous actually, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay, Lucy's turn. Lucy's only real goal is to get into Tokyo. So she can actually do that while getting rid of a blue disease cube here in Chicago. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as long as she draws a yellow card, we have won the game. If she does not draw a yellow card, we have to survive another round around the table. So, crossing fingers. No yellow cards. Too bad. But I do have a resilient population. So, next time there's an epidemic, I can get rid of one of those cards before it gets shuffled back on top. Might as well do that rather than try and play it now. Okay. Derek Stiles. Alright, what's he going to do? So, he's going to go first. 1, 2, using his special ability to treat them all at once. 3, since that's been cured. Actually, no, he could do that with the hemorrhagic fever as well. So there's actually only 2 actions so far. 1, 2. And it doesn't really matter what else he does. Let's see. Might as well get rid of some of these. 3, 4. Okay. So this surely will be a yellow card. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whatever he draws, he's going to have to discard. Yes. Okay, so next turn, next time it comes around to him, we have 1. Until that point, Sydney's not a problem. We'll discard that, and we'll discard Milan, which is not a problem. All right, so we just have to survive. Baghdad, Moscow, and Madrid. Moscow, Baghdad, and the terrible Madrid. Must be the running of the bulls or something over there. Okay. I hope I can survive until, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. We'll last that long as we don't have any terrible luck. Alright, Sid's turn. So, Sid, what are you going to do? Sid is over here. He'd like to get to Madrid. He can't, though. He can go 1, go straight to where Ellen is. 2, 3, 4, keep Madrid from outbreaking. And 1, 2, there's all the yellow cards. Tricky, tricky. All right. Sao Paulo, Bogota, and Beijing. Let's do that in reverse order, I guess. Beijing, Sao Paulo, Bogota. You know what? I probably should have done with Sid's turn is attempt to eradicate some of these diseases. I'm actually pretty close to eradicating the black disease again, or the red disease, but did not think to do that. Okay, it's Ellen's turn. If she goes, she's, alright. 1, 2. She's gonna fly to Shanghai. 3, 4, 5. Get rid of all of those since the disease has been cured. Draw. Epidemic is coming up. Oh boy, government grant. That's not bad. Alright. We just need to survive this next 2 infection steps. Jakarta, Manila, Hong Kong. Jakarta, Manila, which is now in danger, and Hong Kong. Okay, that means it's Lucy's turn. Lucy, being up here, she can go to Beijing, which is not super helpful, but she really wants to get down to Manila to stop that from outbreaking. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get rid of hemorrhagic fever in Manila. Okay. This must be an epidemic. 1, 2. Wow! Not bad at all. Actually, with this flexible aid package, I might be able to not only cure the yellow disease, but eradicate one of the diseases before I do that. It's Derek's turn. He is nowhere near a research station, but let's see. He can get up to 3 extra actions. That's 4 actions. I need to finish drawing. Buenos Aires. Delhi. And Montreal. Okay. Now, if I could eradicate hemorrhagic fever again, that would be really good because I could then get the next level of positive benefit. So, with 7 actions, is that possible? He could fly to Algiers, which is not helpful. He could fly to Madrid, which is not helpful. So he could move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that still leaves Jakarta. he could 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't help anything. He could eradicate the disease, but not cure the yellow disease, which doesn't help anything either. So it seems like it's just not going to happen this game. So I'm going to, while I have it, use this government grant to build another research station somewhere strategic on the board. Let's go ahead and build one in, well, there's one in Istanbul right now. So that's not super helpful. We don't have any in South America. Can't build one in Sao Paulo. So let's build one in Buenos Aires. Resilient population is not going to help us. This flexible aid package, not really going to help us. So let's just get to a research station. 1, 2, and cure the disease. 3. All right, that concludes late January. We've actually won this time, which means we get to scratch off this win bonus. It says to do this before selecting your game end upgrades. So, all right, YouTubers, we're going to scratch off my win bonus right here in front of my lovely cat, Jim. He's going to help out. Aren't you, Jimmy? Why is this not scratching? All right, there we go. Am I just supposed to use my thumb? I guess I just use my thumb. This is horrible. I guess this coin is sort of smoothed down. We'll use the penny. All right. Oh dear. All right. Ooh, okay, so here's my bonus. For any game played in February, after setup, before the game begins, remove 1 disease cube from the board and return it to the supply. I gotta say, high quality game so far, but this scratch off was balls. Alright, I will meet you back on the board to pick my upgrades. Alright, YouTubers, it's time to record our win. So, February 4th is the date of this recording. Same team. And it was a win. That leaves us at medical community 1, disease 1. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get another starting research station out on the board. I think, personally, I don't think there's anything as helpful as getting those research stations out so you don't have to discard cards and move around the board to get them. So we're going to put one right here in Istanbul. As for the other benefit, I can get a character upgrade. I might, let's see. I could get another starting research station, though. It seems like getting starting research stations into play might be the best move. So, that's what I'm going to do now. I haven't yet decided how much I like the generalist, so I'm just going to get another starting research station out. Alright, so now we've got Jakarta, Istanbul, Atlanta, and Buenos Aires as all research stations in play at the beginning of the game. That is nice. That's 4 of our 6. So, that's going to be it for today's play. Hope you will join me again for month 2, February, of Pandemic Legacy, and whatever surprises are still in store for me. For now, though, that's all she wrote.